Hello, and welcome to James the Lessons Express Lane, where we get you out as fast as possible, bringing you the NFL Power Rankings. And just like last week, there was two undefeated, two teams with no wins. Man, the 49ers, what the? That was one hell of a game. If you saw any of it, man, that downpour was atrocious. I haven't seen anything like that in a long time. But, number one, another week, another win for the Patriots. I feel like I say the same thing every week. Yet for the Patriots, they're playing well on both sides of the ball. Something they're not used to doing. Offense, yeah. But defense, not so much. Yeah, right, they beat the Jets, but they beat them down hard. Another game where they didn't play down to their opponent level, unlike some teams. Hey, Lions, you could have had another win if you didn't tie against the Cardinals, just saying. Number two, 49ers. They beat the Redskins in a game that was 100% run. Due to the downpour, there was just no passing. This should have benefited Adrian Peterson and the Redskins, and yet the defense knowing there will be no passing, so put 11 men in the box. Then again, the Redskins should have known the same thing. Yet the 49ers were able to run against them. 9 points to 0. Not exactly. Like, if they had blown out the. Well, then again, the Jets got blown out too. So let's say the Redskins got blown out and the Jets kept it close. Maybe be able to switch 1 and 2, but 9-0 versus what, 80-0? It's just sad for the Jets at this point. Number 3, the Saints going undefeated with Teddy Bridgewater. I'm loving it. Like, gee, Vikings, if we had kept him. But I digress. They went from doom to boom because they didn't panic and they didn't give up, and they have one hell of a team on both sides of the ball. Even without Alvin Kamara or Drew Brees, they went out and won this weekend. Just yikes. Normally losing your star quarterback is a bad thing. But for the Saints, it's a good thing we picked up this kid because he's one hell of a player. Number 4, the Bills. Put up the W against the Dolphins. Fitzpatrick is a good quarterback. I don't care what anyone says. He just needs a wide receiver, or in this case, spot 3, to throw the ball to. If he had talent around him, well, he doesn't. And the Bills went out, put him in the loss column again. That's what you need to do. The Bills did not play down. Lions. Number 5, tough call here. They beat. All right, we'll go with the Ravens. They beat the Chiefs last week, so we'll go with the Ravens here. They beat a tough Seahawks team and did it well. Lamar and company are still young and has some growing pains here and there, but this week they sure didn't look like it. Easily putting away the Seahawks and pulling away in the AFC North. Short of injury, they got it. Heck, they could be taking the number 2 seed since the Bills can be no better than 5th because of the Patriots. Now, 6, the Chiefs. After a slump, they get their act together and put up a game against the Broncos defense. Still going to win the AFC West no matter what. Because of this slump and the Ravens being so good, they might get stuck with a 3rd seed. After what happened last season, they might actually knock off the Patriots. They could be the number 1 seed. They might end up with the 3rd seed, for crying out loud. Now, sadly, number 7, the Packers make it here. The video I'm about to show you was ruled a catch by the refs. It hits the ground, bounces off the ground, and the refs come out and declare it the greatest catch and throw that they've ever seen in history. Here we go. Bounces off the ground, and again, the refs declared this a catch. The refs came out and said, this was just the greatest catch they've ever seen. If anyone tries to challenge this, they will give them a 15-yard penalty. Thankfully for the Raiders, it's 2-minute warning time. It gets automatically reviewed. Thankfully. Can you imagine if you're the coach having to go out and throw a challenge flag? I mean, first of all, if you lose a challenge, all right, you're screwed. But even if you win, it's like, well, great, we won, but now only have 1 more challenge to go or 0 challenges to go, depending on the situation. This play should not have needed to be challenged. But because it's the Packers, refs come out, Yeah, it hit the ground, bounced off the ground, but we're going to call it a catch anyways because screw you, they're the Packers. Boo. Oh, also, the NFL is on a tear, just finding nearly, I think it was either five or six players for speeding out against the refs rigging games. Now, there are two ways this goes. The NFL starts fining, firing, investigating the refs, or they continue to fine the players for telling the truth. It's like, gee, when your players are rioting, going, hey, we don't want to play in a game where we don't have a chance of winning because the refs already decided who wins. Instead of fining them, maybe do something about the refs. Just saying. Now at 5-2, what? After 2 games of herpader, we're gonna run the ball every play, the OC was smacked around and told to let the $84 million quarterback throw the ball. That's right, I'm talking about the Vikings. Since then, he has, and they have won. Will they keep this up? I think so. Unfortunately, they can't win the NFC North unless the rest are all fired and replaced with robots that can't bet on games. Number 9, Seahawks. Man, that was not pretty. Wilson could not get the ball to his players. The defense looked like crap against Lamar. He was putting up some amazing numbers. But they're still 5-2. And again, they lost to the Ravens. It's not like they lost to the Cardinals. It's not like they lost to the Jets. They lost to the Ravens. So they do drop a couple spots, but not too many. And also at 5-2, they're still in the playoff hunt. A couple more games like the 49ers had against the Skins. Maybe instead of going 9-0, they go 9-12 or 9-13. The other team wins. Seahawks will have a chance of stealing the NFC West from them. Unlikely, but you never know. Now, number 10, had to do a coin toss, but landed heads, so the Colts. 1 week after the Texans looked like they had finally decided to win the AFC South, they lose to the Colts. The AFC South is going to Week 17, and I am loving it. Now, next week, will the Colts play like they did this week, or we'll wait and see. Now, the team that was tails at 11, the Panthers. Cam Newton has to be hating what he's seeing. But for the rest of the team, they got to be loving it. Expecting a tragedy after losing Cam, they actually find a hero in the new QB. Another team that is looking at a wildcard spot because of one team just being phenomenal in the same division. But really, they're just one win away. A win against the Saints and taking the NFC South. If the Saints go 14-2, but the Panthers go 14-2, but the Panthers gave the Saints the 2 losses, they won the NFC South. Now at number 12, I guess since they are 4-3 and they lead a division, the Cowboys. Not really much to say. They put up a great game, but is it a flash in the pan or are they turning the season around? They looked great going 3-0 against a bunch of trash teams. We'll just have to wait and see. Now, we are nearing the trade deadline. Cam Newton is hot on the trade block, but what team? If you're the Bungles, is he really the piece they need to win? No. They need a wide receiver or 3. Dolphins, they've already said that they're losing every game and aren't even trying to win, so they're not going to make a trade. Some are actually talking about the Cowboys, but Dak isn't that bad. When they lose, it isn't like, yeah, Dak went out there and threw 6 interceptions. No, he's not 100%. He's maybe 50%, if not less. Oh, speaking of wide receivers, Stephon Diggs was on the trading block, so the rumor said, but that ended as soon as the offensive coordinator was called an idiot by the coach and told to stop handing the ball off. If he did get traded, Bungles would probably be the best bet if they gave up a first rounder. But that's not going to happen now. It's like, hey, Mr. Offensive Coordinator, you know how you're handing the ball off every single play? Oh, that's the number 1 run defense, and you're still handing the ball off? Yeah, stop that. Throw the ball to Diggs, and Thielen, and Rudolph, and Treadwell, and Doxson, and who was the other kid that they had out there? Like, they were throwing the ball around a lot. It's like, thank you. You should have fired the OC after that stupidity, but we'll wait and see. Ooh, the elephant in the room. Not a trade, but a free agent. Antonio Brown. He will not go to the Bungles because, A, they don't pay anyone. He wants money, and B, he wants to win. If a team picks him up, ooh, they were serious. Talk about the Cowboys earlier. But can Jerry Jones? I mean, Jerry Jones does. Ah, I could see the Cowboys picking him up. Anyone else? And unless like the number one wide receiver gets hurt, I just don't see anyone else picking him up. But yeah, I could see the Cowboys picking him up. Who do you think gets traded, or who do you think Antonio Brown goes if he goes anywhere at all? There's usually one or two trades that make people go whoa, and one or two every year that make people go really. If Cam gets traded, it could be a whoa or really. We'll have to wait and see. Because if he gets traded to the Bungles, like really, yeah, really trading him to the Bungles, like really Bungles, that's not gonna help you. But again, what do you guys think? As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.